Merry Christmas, everyone. I really wish this video didn't have to exist today, but Charlotte's situation is getting out of hand, and with Nawat spiraling on TikTok lives and making threats, left me no choice but to speak up. Well, this video is going to focus on Charlotte's situation, but in the end, I will share some exciting updates about denied love and chase her game W. So yesterday, pvan went live. Not long after that, Nawat himself also went live. And I don't understand this so-called damage control, because there is literally no damage being controlled here. Let's start with pvan. For those who don't know who she is, she's an artist relations manager. You can think of her as a manager, and she works closely with Charlotte. But at the end of the day, it's very important to be clear about one thing. She works for MGI, not for Charlotte. Also, shout out to this Twitter account for the translations. They're doing God's work because without them, a lot of this context would be completely lost. Okay, let's hear what she said, and then I'll share my opinion on her statement. On Sports Day, there were stories, matters that happened. This is all the truth, the things I'm saying. Whether you can accept it or not, I don't know, but this is my side. My side. Which, on Sports Day, it was the day that it was like a bomb. It exploded out. Because it's not just me anymore, not just the team anymore, but it turned out to be Nawat, which I really couldn't help. Because since working with Nawat for 10-something years, I think the words Nawat used to teach Charlotte on her birthday, it's the words that I feel were the lightest that I've ever seen his moments before this. But if you ask if Nawat doesn't love Charlotte, this is impossible. Everyone loves. I myself love too. Everyone loves Charlotte all. Which what I say today, I'm not confident at all if my story that I said will make it better or worse or what. But this is my side. It's my side. And I myself don't want the story to go further than this. Which I know that Nawat likely, it's stifled, bottled up. It's, everyone expresses it not the same. And then throughout the time that passed, we have done for the younger sister all along. It's not a matter of bringing up favors. We just want to push the potential of the younger sister out as much as possible. Whether it's sending to play in dramas, or organizing a concert for, or helping in various aspects. I don't know if the younger sister will understand the things that we are trying to tell or not, or the fans understand the things we are trying to do or not. But there is no artist who can exist with disrespect towards adults or elders in the industry. This is the truth. The younger sister is a person who, when she is good, she is very, very good. Good until very cute. Everyone says the same. But when it swings, it's beyond handling, really. There is a feeling like it's not able really to control in time. As for the Sports Day matter, whatever, when playing games or whatever, that the younger sister played games and then had facial expressions, I feel it's a matter of emotional state. And as the one who organized both days, we didn't want this kind of incident to happen because it doesn't get any benefit at all. I just speak in my view. As for who will believe or not, it's okay. Canceling the contract doesn't mean the problem will end. Don't use the word cancel contract to come and speak with me again. Solving the problem is what makes the problem end. Okay, in this next part, translation is a little tricky to understand, but basically she is asking fans and Charlotte not to collide with Nawat, and by colliding she means not to confront or escalate this situation publicly if Charlotte wants to stay in the industry. This is a clear threat. She said, end of contract. It's that elder sister means I doesn't want to speak this sentence, but Nawat, he dares to collide already, little one. If it doesn't have him or what, or it didn't have any cause origin, or it doesn't have any back of house story, until it is served up enough, there is no day it can slip out to outside the house. Okay. That it is served and it slips out to outside the house. That means it is boiling more than what can be fixed in the back of house. One story only. Okay. Understand the emotion. Understand, right? Okay, pause. She is saying, the issue has escalated beyond what can be managed privately. Once it leaks outside, it has gotten serious and can't be quietly fixed anymore. She continues, therefore, talk only, must talk only. Okay, don't collide, okay? Because if you still want the younger one to stay in the industry, don't collide, okay? Don't collide. Colliding doesn't help anything at all. Doesn't help anything at all. Go in and talk well, nicely is better, let it end, okay. And what I came out to speak today, I will let the fan club understand also that if one will move on further, it must talk. Okay. Only. Okay. Compromising is coming in to talk. But talked back of house already. I talked already. And it's still the same, right? Engfa said the same thing. If anger meets anger, things will only get worse. Here, pvan is basically threatening fans, saying that if they want Charlotte to stay in the industry, they must not question Nawat's behavior. What the hell is wrong with people? Here is my opinion. There is definitely something that happened on sports day off the field. Charlotte's mood was clearly down. There is a very obvious power imbalance here. You can clearly see it. Even pvan herself is blaming everything on Charlotte, like Charlotte is the one with mood swings. Charlotte is the one with bad or angry facial expressions. Charlotte is the one who is disrespectful toward elders, and Charlotte is the one who supposedly has no place in the industry. These are Nawat's words. Nawat said the similar things on Charlotte's birthday, and according to pvan, what Nawat did and said that day was the lightest he has ever been. What are you even talking about? Of course Charlotte is a human being, and she has very publicly talked about her triggers. One of them being getting yelled at. I feel like something must have happened, that we're not getting full picture yet. But none of this justifies Nawat's consistent public humiliation of Charlotte or his abuse of power. pvan keeps saying she cares about Charlotte, but at the same time, she is framing her as the younger sister, who is emotionally unstable and too difficult to control. Right now, fans are angry at pvan because a friend in need is a friend indeed. And at the end of the day, she is working for MGI, not for Charlotte. After that, Nawat himself went on TikTok Live and he completely lashed out at fans. He started contradicting his own words and previous statements, and his behavior turned into warnings and threats toward Charlotte. At one point, he was even asking stalkers to find out where Charlotte is. This is the man accusing others of mood swings. How can a 70-year-old man who is the head of an organization say things like this publicly? First, let's talk about his statements regarding Charlotte's 30 million bought house. I want to give some context here. Charlotte owns a luxury house valued at around 30 to 32 million baht, and I found out about this not from Charlotte, but from Nawat himself. He was the one repeatedly saying this, using it to sell a dream of a luxury life to other girls he was trying to recruit into his company. Apparently, Charlotte purchased the house around 2023, and she mentioned in an interview that she bought it through a mortgage with discounts and planned to pay it off quickly. Now, there is a fan call recording circulating on TikTok, and he got extremely offended by this during his live yesterday.
ฟังกูลูกกูอยู่ท็อป10 engagement ใน IG ยอด
In the audio clip, two Thai fans are defending Charlotte and praising her. Fans said Charlotte has engagement ranked in the top 10 across all social media. She can easily book jobs herself, charging half the usual fee, working more frequently, and having lots of contacts with directors and producers. They also added that Charlotte's fans, mostly mothers, all have impressive professions. And she has a foundation. Even if she doesn't renew her contract, she can continue on her own, likely moving into fashion rather than entertainment. One of them even said something along the lines of helping her pay the mortgage on her 30 million baht house. Nawat commented under the post and called it nonsense. Then he came back to comment again. He specifically mocked the 30 million baht house claim, saying, "What house worth 30 million?" It shows these fans know nothing about the actual situation. Please take me to see the house they're talking about. He then added that this kind of overpraising from fans is the reason artists fail or go too far. Then in his live on TikTok, he essentially labeled fans as delusional, when he himself is the one who made these exact claims in his older videos. So I have to ask, is that you, sir?
ชาร์ลอตแค่ท็อป10ไม่มีอะไรมาเลยไม่มีอะไรเลยเงินทองมีอะไรก็ไม่มีนะฮะเสร็จเรียบร้อยนะวันเนี้ย2 ล้านหุ้นนางก็ได้เงินไปแล้วประมาณ30 ล้านบาทแค่เดือนเดียวทุกอย่างก็ได้หมดขับออดี้สปอร์ตซื้อบ้าน32 ล้าน
ชาร์ลอตออสตินเป็นนางงามท็อป5ในปี 2022 ทำงานมายังไม่ถึง2 ปีซื้อบ้านเรียบร้อยมูลค่า31 ล้านบาทครับนี่คือแกรนด์ไทยแลนด์
แฟนคลับก็พูดจังบ้าน30 ล้านนู่นนี่นั่นคุณรู้เหรอว่าเขายังอยู่ที่นั่นคุณรู้ไหมว่าเขาอยู่ที่ไหนผมก็ไม่รู้ถ้ารู้ก็มาบอกกันหน่อยละกันอยู่ยังไงอยู่ที่ไหนผมพูดให้ฟังไงเพราะผมฟังคลิปเสียงแฟนคลับแล้วเพ้อเจ้อผมพูดเลยเพ้อเจ้อสิ่งที่คุณพูดคือโคตรไม่รู้เรื่องเลยมันไม่ได้มีแบบที่คุณพูดแล้วหูปากได้แล้วถ้าตราบใดที่แฟนคลับยังพูดและยังทวีตอยู่มันก็จะเป็นแบบนี้ผมพูดเลยผมเป็นคนไม่เคยกลัวผมเป็นคนไม่เคยกลัว
If the house doesn't exist, then who is the liar here, Charlotte or Nawat? You see what's happening? He's trying to devalue her, making it seem like she can't possibly afford a 30 million baht house, even though she's one of the top earners in his company. Even Charlotte posted this picture on her Instagram, which definitely looks like a subtle response. The vertical panels and the door-like frame, it definitely looks like the front door of her house. There is more. He continued and said things like he wants to know everything about Charlotte. Apparently, Charlotte moved out of where she was living and she didn't share her new house address with him, and he is mad about that. He said he wants to know everything about his artist, clearly admitted he likes to control them, and then he goes on to threaten fans, saying if they keep criticizing the company, this is going to be bad for Charlotte. This is what he said. I don't like kids who cannot be taken care of. I speak straightforwardly, I don't like it. Where they are, how they eat, who they are with, or how it will be, I must know. If, as long as there are secrets with me, and there are secrets with many, many people in the organization, I'm becoming a private world. It looks difficult. It looks difficult. It looks difficult. It looks difficult, everyone. That's it. Stop hurting the younger one by using the method of insulting the company already, because the company also doesn't know where the younger one is staying. How she is staying, she also never told me. And she also doesn't tell anyone. Boss is handsome. Thank you. You can stop now, okay? You can stop already. If you do not stop, it is like you are hurting the younger one more. Lastly, he's implying that Charlotte has a secret boyfriend and that this is why her behavior changed. He even told fans to find out where she's living and report back to him. What nonsense is this? He keeps saying he's not afraid of anyone and that he's doing all of this to discipline Charlotte and because he cares about her. But really, it's just controlling and threatening behavior. I'm so done with this man.
เลยผมบอกเลยนะถ้ายิ่งด่าบริษัทถ้ายิ่งด่าผมก็จะเปิดไปเรื่อยๆไม่มีวันหยุดเพราะว่าสิ่งที่ต้องเปิดเพราะว่าคุณมาโจมตีแล้วคุณพูดแบบเพ้อเจ้อพูดแบบเพ้อเจ้อพูดแบบเอาข้อมูลที่มันไม่จริงมานั่งสาธยายไร้สาระคอนเนคชั่นเยอะนู่นนี่นั่นชื่อดาราคนนั้นคนนี้ก็นั่นแหละแก๊งทั้งหมดเลยนะไปดูสิผู้จัดการคือใครนั่นนะไปดูมีทั้งดาราชายมีทั้งอะไรเนี่ยไปดูเป็นอะไรไม่หยุดหรอกถ้าคุณไม่หยุดผมก็ไม่หยุดขนาดพี่แวนพูดคุณยังไปโจมตีตุมพี่ฟ้าพูดเป็นกลางๆก็ดีแล้วเตือนสติเพราะคุณไม่หยุดไงคุณเอาสิทธิ์อะไรมาโจมตีบริษัทอย่ามาแรงใส่นะบอกไว้ก่อนบริษัทไม่เคยง้อใครนะถ้าคนรักน้องจริงอ่ะต้องหยุดถ้าใครไม่หยุดคือคนที่ไม่ได้รักน้องจริง เพราะมันยังมีอีกหลายอย่างที่มันเป็นเรื่องหลังบ้านที่ผมไม่พูดก็ได้
Before ending this video, I want to share two really good updates. First, today, December 25th, the Denied Love special episode trailer is coming out. I'm always getting comments asking for update on Denied Love, and finally, we got our Christmas gift. Enjoy it. The second gift is that Chaser Games W is confirmed to have Season 3. Oh my god, if you don't know the show, it's a Japanese GL about a love story between a boss and her ex-girlfriend who works under her. I had so much fun watching it, I won't spoil much, but if you enjoy a little toxic Yuri, you should definitely give it a chance. Before anyone comes after me saying it's not toxic and this and that, the English title for the show is literally My Evil Boss is My Ex-Girlfriend. But this show is so ahead of its time, and it eventually develops into a beautiful love story. You will enjoy this. The series has a really good director, 2 seasons so far, around 8 episodes total, each about 20-25 minutes. Perfect for binge watching.